what's up everybody? Sorry I'm a little late. Just got back, was doing some mother-daughter bonding time with my sweet mom. But literally today I'm going to be hosting your live workshop and we're going to be talking about stress. Yes, we are talking about stress, particularly stress, cortisol, and how that can equal major weight gain or dealing with a plateau. Now here's what a plateau is. A plateau is where you're doing everything right. You know, you're eating healthy, you're exercising, you're getting enough rest, you've gotten rid of the sugar and the alcohol, and you're drinking your water, you're being a good girl or a good guy, and you're not seeing results. This is what we call plateaus. So I want to talk about today and do this workshop today and just treat you as if you were literally a patient coming to see me and bringing these concerns to me. So just yesterday, I had a wonderful patient reach out and say, help, Christina, what do I do? I'm doing everything right and I was doing pretty good, and then all of a sudden, my body decided it's no longer going to release pounds. It's just stalled out, it's stagnant, it's holding still. And so literally, I gave her some wisdom that I know helped her, and we found I already knew what was going on. The first thing that I ask someone who comes into a clinic or sends me a message or an email is I say, how's your stress? Is your stress high? Because the number one, listen you guys, number one reason you will not lose weight or you're having trouble, you were losing weight and then you stopped, is stress, anxiety, because what this does in the body is it increases cortisol. Cortisol is a hormone that is triggered by stress or stressful situations. Maybe they're not necessarily, you wouldn't say you're stressed out, but maybe you're not sleeping. Maybe you're working long hours. Maybe you're over exercising. I've had patients come in who own gyms, who are literally professional fitness experts, could do pull-ups like crazy, could run circles around me, but they're storing this layer of fat around their midsection, which I'll get into that is because their cortisol is so high and they're overtraining. So it could be another reason why your cortisol could be high is because you've severely starved yourself. Maybe in the past through yo-yo dieting or fad diets, or perhaps you did some of the more popular diets that are out right now that literally take away massive nutrient sources like fruit, like all carbohydrates. When you do that, your body goes into crisis, your cortisol skyrockets, okay? Your cortisol goes way up, and you feel like a hot mess. Your body feels swollen. Your issues with adrenaline, meaning your mood is affected. You feel on edge, you feel just off. You start swelling as well. You'll see pockets of swelling, bloating. And the areas where people who have high cortisol store fat is in the midsection. It's what we call the reserve zones. It's the belly area, the chin/neck area, the underarms. You know this part? Oh yeah, this whole part right here. Your underarms, your booty, and your thighs. And there's a reason, because you have glands there that this crisis that your body is preparing you for, when it's finally time to use that body fat, when there's no food, because it thinks it's preparing for something major, like maybe a famine, right? War, where there's no food. So it's preparing for this famine that never essentially comes. And so what happens is it stores in these areas, in the belly, in the hips and thighs, in the underarms and the chin, because those are reserve zones, and you have these awesome glands that can quickly access your savings account of nutrients, because that's what fat is. It's essentially nutrients that your body stores for later. So cortisol is not necessarily bad. It has uses. It increases your adrenaline and makes it to where if there ever was a tiger chasing you, you can run or fight your way out of the situation. You have this massive adrenaline. I've heard stories where a car has run over a child and the child is literally pinned by the car, and a mother, a small 115-pound grandma, runs out and lifts a 3,000-pound truck That right there is the power of cortisol and adrenaline. But in an everyday lifestyle, you don't need that much adrenaline. You don't need to go lift a truck off your grandchild. So our cortisol is not necessarily bad. We need cortisol. But what we don't need is excess cortisol in the body that's stressing us out on a daily basis. So are you storing? So if you are showing any symptoms, number one, you just know you're stressed. Like you're just like, girl, I don't even need your list. I know I'm stressed. And you know, only you know. Most likely you're gonna raise your hand, because I would say in America, especially if you are a mom, you have a job and you live in America or any first world country, you've got a lot of stressors. If you're on social media, there's stressors. There's all kinds of stressors. If you have a job, kids, a husband, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever you name it, there's stressors. Not necessarily bad, but just stressors. And so number two, are you not eating enough, or have you in the past starved yourself to the point to where you know you probably missed out on some nutrients? Number three, have you over-exercised or underslept or overworked? Those are all signs. And then lastly, are you storing body fat in the reserve zones that are key for pinpointing cortisol, which is your chin, your underarms, your belly, and your buns and thigh area? Okay, most likely you're like, yes, 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 and that's why you're watching this video. So I'm gonna tell you a few things that you can do just as if you were in the office, in the clinic, sitting down with me, talking to you right now. Okay, you're like, thank God. Number one is don't stress. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna tell you that because that's not realistic. Number one is actually, I need you to get some movement in every day. People who have higher stress need to get your circulation going so we can get healing and oxygen in the blood so your body can start calming down. This means going for a 30-minute walk will be very beneficial for my stressors. And I'm one of them. You will notice I work out 7 days a week, not because it's what keeps my weight in check. I do that because it keeps my stress in check, okay? Literally, gotta zen out sometimes. Go do some yoga. And when people want to know, well, what do I recommend? Well, I personally do weight training 3 days a week. I do cardio 2 days a week. And then on the other 2 days, I do something like yoga or hiking, something really enjoyable. And by the way, I do not do hours and hours. I do 1 hour max, and then I'm done. And I make it a priority because I'm important too. You know, you're important, you guys. You have to make yourself a priority. So number one, I need you to get some sort of enjoyable exercise, even bonus points if you can get outside. If you can get some sunshine and get that vitamin D is actually shown to reduce stress and anxiety. And not just, I'm not talking vitamin D capsules. I'm talking about vitamin D from our good old fashioned sunshine. Just get real. Just get real with your vitamins. Get your vitamins as much as possible from real sources, like your fruits and vegetables, the sun, right? Okay, so I want you to do that. The second thing that I told my patient that when she called me or when she messaged me saying, you know, help, what do I do? I was doing so good, but then all of a sudden I stopped. And I said, are you stressing? And she said, yes. She's a mom, she's a wife, she's a teacher, she's, you know, full life. And she's trying to get healthy on top of it. That's enough to make someone want to pull their hair out, right? So I said, okay, we may want to up your Stress Fix RX, which Stress Fix, by the way, this is our Stress Fix. I take this every day. And I take this because what it does is it helps me keep my cortisol down. Stress Fix lowers cortisol naturally because it has adaptogens. And then she sent me the message back. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm not even on it. I said, well, there's your sign. We got to get you on this. And I think you might need a higher dose. And so literally this balances your stress hormones. It reduces emotionally caused cravings. I call it brain hunger. It's not body hunger, it's in your brain. Your brain is stressed out, your brain is malnourished, and it's not getting nutrients, so it's sending these signals to have emotional hunger. So what's happening is you're like, hey, I'm doing everything right, but are you? Did you have an alcoholic drink this weekend? Did you have a bite of your kid's cupcake? Did you have that pizza slice? And when you're already stressed out and your cortisol is already high, which is, like I said, it's the stress hormone, your body takes that and goes, thank gosh, we got all this sugar and carbohydrates and fats, and you know what we need to do, body, because she's so stressed out? There must be a famine coming. Let's store it. Yay! No, it's not yay. It's bad. It sucks. Because guess what? You store it in the reserve zones that I just talked about. So you're storing it right here. So here comes our double chin. I had one for my whole life. It comes in under your arms, okay? It comes in your belly and your midsection, and it stores in your thighs and booty area. Great. So now I'm more stressed out because I'm storing fat and I'm hardly eating. I had like one bite of pizza, right? That's not how it works. You see, when you are stressed out, it does not matter if you have all healthy food and eat nothing, or if you have all bad food. You're going to store fat. When your hormones say store fat, you store fat. Bottom line, hello, put the pin in it. That's the end. Take it as gospel. It's real. Your hormones do decide that. So all the people that are telling you, oh, you just need to count your calories, or don't eat this, eat that, or just eat all fats and everything's magic, or drink this, it's magic, or just take apple cider vinegar. No. By the way, apple cider vinegar, I'm just going to dispel that old wives' tale right now. It does not dissolve fat cells. It actually increases hydrochloric acid, which helps you break down food, which is a good thing if you need help breaking down hard to digest food like beef. Bad thing if you don't need help, then it just deteriorates your esophagus. So you have to know how to use it and treat it like medicine. So you would use apple cider vinegar as a stomach aid for indigestion, or when you feel like you got that just lump of food sitting in your gut, okay? So there's so many things out there that people tell you that are wrong. I'm sorry. And I'm just here to say that you have to get real. It's all about being real. It's all about having real foods, real water, real workouts, real sunshine. It's about just getting back to nature and treating your body, because you're a very real person. You're real. Your body is just as real as the plants outside, the sun in the sky. It's real. And literally synthetic products and synthetic foods and synthetic pills, all of that, it's just not going to work because your body doesn't recognize it and assimilate it the way it should. That's why GMOs suck for you. That's why I hate GMOs, because GMOs aren't real. They're not designed by nature. They're designed in a chemical lab filled with toxins, and what it does is it actually morphs your DNA to try and break it down, and it causes all kinds of havoc in your body, from cancer to pathogens to imbalances to hormone imbalances to you name it. So if you're dealing with stress, number one, exercise. Number two, I got to have you on an adaptogenic blend. This is an adaptogenic formula. Adaptogens are hot right now, but I'm gonna break it down so you can be like on the cutting edge. You can tell all your friends, yeah, I totally understand adaptogens. They'll think you're awesome. They'll think you have, like, you're so intelligent and so far advanced into natural medicine. Adaptogens literally do what it sounds like. They adapt. They help you adapt. They help your body adapt to stress. See, your body is not designed to be stressed out. It's not designed to be able to handle so much GMOs, toxins, fake lights, plastics, pollution, pathogens, cancers which come from pathogens, viruses, you name it. We are exposed to so much and our body goes into a crisis. That is another reason why you could be having high cortisol and stress, is because your body could be dealing with so many pollutants and so many toxins that it's freaking out. And so literally adaptogens, adaptogens help you adapt. Plain and simple. That's what adaptogens do. And literally, this is an adaptogenic blend that helps your body lower the cortisol, adapt to stress, and you just feel so much better. I call this vacation in a bottle. So if you've been saying to yourself, oh my gosh, Christina, well, maybe you're not talking to me. Maybe you're talking to yourself. Oh my gosh, self, I need a vacation. I need a freaking break. Hello, you may just have really high cortisol and you need to get your cortisol down. This is what an adaptogenic blend does. It gets your cortisol stress hormones down so you can feel better. Now, here's the cool part, you guys. When you do that, you have two other hormones that spike when you finally get that cortisol down. It's called serotonin and oxytocin. And guess what they do? They make you feel amazing. They make you feel fabulous. And oxytocin and serotonin are called your bliss hormones, your happy hormones. Oxytocin is what fires off when a mother has a baby, literally. It fires off, and because you know our bodies are geniuses, this little child, this little being is going to scream, cry, poop on you, barf on you, and not let you sleep for a long time. And it's so amazing that we can still love it so much because we have these wonderful hormones that help us have so much love towards it. It's awesome. And literally, that's what this does. Oxytocin and serotonin also are what fire off after really great sex. Yes. It's what makes us feel so good and so happy. So while you may not be walking around like that, although I'm sure it'd be welcomed, you are gonna feel so much better. You're gonna feel good. I'm blushing over here, but you're going to feel so good. And just, you're gonna feel like you without the stress, without the anxiety. And again, this is an adaptogenic blend. It's all natural. It's a 100% organic, vegan. Even my bottles are not plastic. They're actually recyclable and they're toxin free. It's really important that you are not putting more toxins into your body. We get enough toxins. You need to keep the toxin levels low. So it is amazing. If you have questions on it, I left you the link so you can look at all the ingredients. It's amazing. I actually break down even what they do. It's fabulous. It's helped me. I've been taking it 10 years. I love it, and it's changed my life. It reduces stress, it lowers cortisol, it balances out those hormones, and it even is a powerful appetite suppressant, especially if you're dealing with emotional cravings caused by cortisol. Because cortisol does cause cravings because your body is screaming to get this cortisol down because it doesn't feel good. You know the feeling. It's that edgy shakiness. Have you ever had to slam on the brakes of your car and you barely miss it and it's all good, but you're shaking afterwards? That's adrenaline and high cortisol hitting your body in high doses. And in those cases, you have to get it down to feel better. So we have our 3 things. And then our very, very last item is you need to be drinking a gallon or more of water a day. I know you're like, oh my gosh, just pretend you're a mermaid. Your body literally needs water, you guys. You need water. And while, yes, I'm not a fan of plastics, but for me, carrying around a glass jug is not gonna happen. And carrying this around helps me, you can see I'm almost done. Yay! It helps me have a visual representation of how well I'm doing. I like it, it motivates me. You know, it's really classy, but I don't care. At least I get my water in. And it allows me to hydrate my body because here's the deal, you guys. If you are dehydrated, your brain doesn't function properly. What happens is the brain is actually dehydrated and starts sending these massive signals to want high sugar, high carbs, high fat. You actually, huge studies by Harvard Medical School has shown that literally dehydration and anxiety and depression all go together. That people can be literally dehydrated and think they're depressed or have anxiety and anxiety attacks because of dehydration. Not only that, but your liver helps process so many toxins. When the toxins aren't processed, where do they go? They go into your body, they escape, they're in your brain, and literally so much depression, anxiety, ADHD, mood disorders, focusing issues are from toxins in the body. So that's why I'm a huge fan. I don't have it on me right now, but you need to also make sure that you're doing your best to detox. And I actually love our Detox RX. I take it every night, and you will notice that just the anxiety, the stress, all of that calms down. So there you have it. You have the 3 tips. If you're just now watching it, rewind, finish it up, go back, watch it from the beginning. Like this, share this, tag your friends. This will change lives, I promise you. Yes, stress could definitely be the reason. And in most cases, at least me as a master nutritionist, what I see, in my own journey as well, I've lost over half my body size. I've lost 134 pounds and I've kept it off 12 years, well, almost 12 years. I've kept it off over a decade with 3 kids, multiple businesses. I'm married, I travel, I got all these responsibilities, plus I gotta stay healthy and, drink my water, literally all these things that can stress you out. You can easily fall back into ruts if you don't have a plan. So try these 3 tips I gave you. I'm gonna leave you the link for the Stress Fix RX to go check it out. And I'm gonna leave you the link as well for my whole program, which is my #1 program. It's called the Forever Fit Elite. And I have patients that all over the world that do this and they see incredible results. If you are having any trouble at all, need some more personalized questions answered for you, please feel free to send us an email. Send me an email, we'll answer it at fitbodyweightloss@gmail.com. Also, call my clinic if you want to talk to someone. We are open 6 days a week. We'd love to chat with you. The number is 844-537-2408. And above all, remember, you got this. You can do this. You do not have to just live stressed out. It's not how you were designed to live. You are not designed to be a stressed out, always running on edge, always anxious person. You are designed to feel good and to feel happy and to feel at peace. And truly, feeling at peace and feeling joyful and happy is the new success. I would rather be happy than have millions of dollars in the bank. I would rather be healthy than traveling, the world as a multi-billionaire. I don't want that. I want to be happy. I want to be healthy. I want to feel good in my body. That's what matters. And that's truly, at the end of the day, your health is all you have. Your health and your family. So you guys, I hope this helped answer a lot of questions for you. Like I said, if you're just now watching in, go back to the beginning and watch it because this was a good one. And let me know if you have any questions. You guys, God bless you. Have a beautiful day and stay relaxed, you guys. Talk to you later.